wife and I were going to make her a ball gown, especially for the occasion.
And I was going to make her a pair of satin slippers.
Isn't there something you can do, Mrs. Friend?
Well, I don't know. I wonder. It might work, but you'd all have to swear to keep it a secret.
We promise.
Well, what I could do is stand in for you that night, Cindy, but no one must know. It must be kept a secret. And you'd have to be back in the ward by midnight in time for the night supervisor's lounge, and that way she'll not discover the secret.
Oh, you're so good to me, Mrs. Friend. Just like a fairy godmother. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Don't forget, not a word to anyone. And remember, Cindy, you must be back in the ward by midnight.
I won't forget, Mrs. Friend. Now, nothing stands in my way of going to the hospital hall. Maybe I'll meet my Prince Charming there. Someday my prince will come. Someday I'll find my love, and how thrilling that will be. So I cross the line and steal a kiss or two from his heart. I'll find my love someday when my dreams come true.
Well, Possums, my heart's in my mouth. What a cliffhanger! Will Cindy meet her prince now that she can go to the ball? Stay tuned to this channel and we'll find out. Instead of the commercial break, we have for you interval. Thank you. Prize for you. We've got Colin Reese singing two numbers, Hey Look Me Over and The Impossible Dream. Thank you.
Two songs, one hopefully happy, the other a little sadder and more serious. Hey, look me over. Hey, look me over. And then while they're looking, does anyone know any jokes? No? Okay.
Definition of an Irish lie detector.
Yes? What is the definition?
Lie detector.
Very good, very good. Hey, look me over, lend me an ear. Fresh out of North 10 and Motorcade up to here. But don't pass me by, don't make me stay. Remember there's always follow-up and hospital a day. So I'll be out like a free bird flying through the sky. Don't look at me absurd, it's all in your own eye. I'm a lot better now than I was before, so let me out on trial. And look out, world, here am I. Nobody in the world is ever as good as I. Even if I am a wee bit too high, I'll be good, just give me one little try. If you don't, I'm sure to cry. Hey, look me over, lend me an ear. Fresh out of North 10 and Motorcade up to here. But don't pass me over, don't make me stay. Remember there's always follow-up and hospital day, so I'll be up like a skybird flying through the sky. Don't look at me absurd, it's all in your own eye. I'm a lot better now than I was before, so let me out on trial. And look out, world, here am I. impossible dream. To run, pure and chaste from afar. To shirk with unbearable sorrow. To run where the brave dare not go. To right the unrightable wrong. Though you know it's impossibly hard to bear when your heart is too weary to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or cause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest, and the world will be better for this, that one man torn and covered with scars still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star.
Well, before we get back to our pantomime, we have a great expense. Jack Starr, who's going to play a couple of numbers for us. Thank you.
Okay, we're just about late.
Hello, hello. Hi there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is older, older than the tree, younger than the mountains, steering like a breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mountain mama, take me home, country road. All my memories get around to turn the miners and of the water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Teardrops, misty moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mountain mama, take me home, country road. I hear this voice in the morning, now she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving on the road and that I should have been home yesterday, yesterday. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mountain mama, take me home, country road, take me home, the country road, take me home, the country road. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? How many times all looking well. I hope you all had a good night's sleep.
Cindy, will you stop for a minute? How was the ball? We're all dying to hear about it and how it went.
Did you get back by midnight? Time for the night supervisor's round?
Did you get to dance with Dr. Charming?
The ball was wonderful. I had never had such a good time. And I danced and danced and danced.
Did you get to dance with Dr. Charming?
Oh, yes! Almost everyone. He noticed the lovely dress you made me and those dear little satin slippers. And then he started talking to me. And from then on, he hardly left my side all night.
But did you get badly tired? Did the night supervisor find out about the news?
I must admit that I nearly didn't. I was about to go when Dr. Charming insisted upon one more dance. And then I noticed the time, so I had to run out to the car park. And Mr. Brown, in the rush to make it back to the hospital on time, I lost one of those dear little satin slippers you made me. I do hope you will forgive me.
Don't worry about it, Cindy dear. The important thing is that you had a good time. And it certainly sounds like you did.
After
was conquered by virtue. Greenland went to the wall. They got what they deserved, while goodness and niceness stood tall. Oh, what a wonderful outcome to our hospital.
Nurse Rella! Mr. Wolf, what's going on here? Nurse Rella, remake the beds immediately. Yes. Mr. Brooke, get on with your cleaning. You lot, sit up straight. Make the place untidy again. I may as well tell you that I'm in no mood to be trifled with after last night.
That goes for me too. I had a terrible time at the ball. Some little hussy monopolised Dr. Charming all night, and I couldn't get near him. If I find out who it was, she'll know it.
When I think how much good money I invested in going to that stupid ball, $200 for a ball gown, $50 for a pair of shoes, and another $50 for a hairdo. That's $300, and absolutely no return. And I'm sure that little mix was only after his money. When I find out who it is, I'll sue. I'll make her pay.
Good morning, ladies. I trust you enjoyed the ball last night.
Yes, indeed, Doctor. A truly elegant affair, equal to many I have attended at Government House.
I found it a wonderful
I'm so glad. Perhaps you ladies may be able to help me in a search I'm undertaking. I met a young lady last night with whom I'm anxious to continue my acquaintance. Unfortunately, she left before I was able to learn her identity. However, in her haste to leave, she left behind this satin slipper. So now I seek the foot that fits this shoe, or this... I seek the foot that fits this dear memento.
I do believe you found my lost shoe. Here, let me try it on.
You? But there must be some mistake.
Well, it nearly fits.
I'm sorry, sister. This must be another lost slipper, not yours.
Oh, Doctor, you found it. I thought it was lost forever. Here, let me lean on you.
Don't tell me there's another lost slipper. This is all too much.
I think my feet must be swollen.
Really, sister, it's quite obvious this is not your slipper.
Here. Oh, would you settle for half a foot fitting a doctor?
Please, sisters, give me back the slipper. It's quite apparent that no one on this ward owns the slipper. Good morning to you all.
Right.
There is still someone else you should ask to try on your slipper, Doctor.
Really, Mrs. Friend, that's ridiculous. There's no one in this ward that could possibly own that shoe.
That's right, no one.
Absolutely not a soul.
What about student nurse Rella?
Rubbish. That she was on duty last night. I had her put on myself.
Sister, I demand to see Nurse Rella.
Well, if you insist. That little hussy couldn't possibly be the one that... That's it. Nurse Rella, where are you going? Nurse Rella?
Yes?
Nurse, I'm looking for the owner of this shoe. Would you mind trying it on?
I don't understand.
I met a young lady at the ball last night with whom I'm anxious to renew my acquaintance. Unfortunately, she left in rather a hurry before I was able to ascertain her identity. However, in her haste, she left behind this shoe. So now I'm asking all the ladies on the staff to try it on in an effort to find its owner.
Oh, Mrs. Friend, what shall I do?
Don't worry, Cindy. Do what your heart tells you to. I can take care of this three. In fact, it's about time I did.
It's you. I've found you at last.
A few minutes to midnight, and the ball the crowds were swaying. Then I sang, then you stay in my arms, Rella, while the clock is striking, I'll hold you. At the stroke of 12 and away. Oh, can't you hear my heart? It begs you to stay in my arms, Rella. Maybe I'm that fellow Prince Charming. Since I met you, I've had one design. Your wedding shoes placed next to mine.
Will you do me the honor of consenting to be my bride?
Oh, Dr. Chaplain! Oh, I must confess that it was me that you danced with at the ball last night. These very dear friends of mine so kindly enabled me to attend. I must admit that I had a wonderful time. I really enjoyed your company last night. As well as dancing with you. But since then, I've done a lot of thinking. I had imagined that I preferred older men. But now I know different. Doctor, I do appreciate your proposal, and it does me a great honor. But I cannot marry you.
But why not?
Because I know now my heart belongs to another. Donnie, will you marry me?
Gosh, Cindy, you know I will.
Oh, dear doctor. I know what it's like. When my late husband died, but I soon discovered when one door closes, another is bound to open.
You're so kind, Mrs. Friend, and so very understanding.
Would you like to come home for a meal tomorrow night?
Thank you, Mrs. Friend. I'd love to.
Mr. Meany, I've been meaning to have a word with you. I've some ideas about the financial side of the hospital, which I'm sure will prove great favours. Mr. Meany, come back.
Wait.
Oh, how dignified!
Well, it looks like Mrs. White and I had better start sewing if we're going to get your wedding dress on time, Cindy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you all. I don't know why I deserve such good friends. You show me so much kindness.
I know why, Cindy. It's because you bring us so much sunshine. You bring us sunshine. Bring us love. Bring us love. All the while. In this world where we live, you bring more happiness, so much joy that you do. Each time you try to grow, you make us happy.
Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank and having nothing to do. Once or twice she had peeped into the book her sister was reading, but it had no pictures or conversation in it.
What's the use of a book without pictures or conversations?
Thought Alice. She was considering in her own mind, as well as she could, for the hot day made her feel very sleepy and stupid, whether the pleasure of making a daisy chain would be worth the trouble of getting up and picking the daisies. Then, suddenly, a white rabbit with pink eyes ran close by her. There was nothing so very remarkable in that, nor did Alice think it so very much out of the way to hear the rabbit say to itself,
oh dear, I shall be too late.
But when the rabbit actually took a watch out of its waistcoat pocket and looked at it and then hurried on, Alice started to her feet and ran after it. She was just in time to see it pop down a large hole under the fence. Down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again. Suddenly she found herself falling down what seemed to be a deep well. Down, down, down.
I wonder how many miles I've fallen by this time. Maybe I shall fall right through the earth.
Down, down, down. When suddenly, down she came upon a heap of sticks and dry leaves, and the fall was over.
Oh, my ears and whiskers, how late it's getting.
Hello there.
Hello indeed. I don't believe we've been introduced.
I'm Alice.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure.
Well, go on then.
Go on what?
Introduce yourself.
You mean you don't know who I am? Why, everybody in Larundel land knows me. My name is Marmaduke Money, and I live in Larundel land. And though I don't earn much money, I'm famous throughout the land. Marmaduke, Marmaduke, important and famous I am. Marmaduke, Marmaduke, important and famous I am. Now, have you ever seen such ears? My whiskers, the best you could see. My presence always brings cheers, yet I show such modesty. Marmaduke, Marmaduke, important and famous I am. Marmaduke, Marmaduke, important and famous I am. Now the Aussies may have Malcolm Fraser, and England may rule the sea. France has the Mona Lisa, but Larundel land's got me. Marmaduke, Marmaduke, important and famous I am. Marmaduke, Marmaduke, important and famous I am.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Bunny.
Oh, do call me Marmaduke. Even though I am important and famous, I'm also very modest.
Marmaduke! Marmaduke, where is that rabbit? It's never around when you want it.
Oh my goodness, it's our beloved leader. Here I am, your beloved ship.
Marmaduke! You're late again. What kept you?
1,000 pardons, your leadership. I was delayed by this young lady Alice, who engaged me in conversation.
Alice? Alice? I know of no Alice in Larundel land. Are you a migrant child?
but...
A new Larundelonian?
I am, I think, what could be called a visitor, sir.
Visitor? Making a tour? Let me think. Why, we could call you a tourist. What a capital idea. This could lead to a completely new industry in Larundeland. Why, I can just see it now. Soon there will be tourists everywhere. What a clever idea. Splendid. I shall appoint myself Minister of Tourism. Alice, as Larundeland's Minister of Tourism, may I officially welcome you to our fair country. You, our very first tourist, shall be granted the freedom of the land. I appoint you, Marmaduke, as Alice's official guide. Ah, what bliss. Think of the cash flow. Think of what it will do for our balance of payments. What won't we do to get tourists? Anything at all to get tourists. Nothing held back to get tourists, 'cause we want the money. Flog all our culture to get tourists. Upset the natives to get tourists. To hell with ecology, let's get tourists. Think of the lovely money. Advertise in America to get tourists, right to Japan to get tourists, even Kiwis if they're tourists and they've got some money. Oh, what would we do to get tourists? Anything at all to get tourists, nothing held back to get tourists, 'cause we want the money. Now, Alice, where are your papers?
Papers? I don't know what you mean, sir.
You may call me beloved leader.
Yes. Beloved leader.
If you're a tourist, you must have papers. A passport, entry visa, certificate of vaccination, health clearance, dog license.
I don't have a dog, but I do have a cat. I don't think you need a license for a cat, do you?
What about all the others? You must have papers if you're to be a proper tourist.
I'm sorry, beloved leader. I don't think I'm cut out to be a tourist.
There, don't cry. Well, as I suppose you're the only tourist we have at the moment, we'll just have to get you some papers. Marmaduke, take her to see the Larundeland doctor and give her a health clearance. That will have to do for the moment.
Yes, your leadership. At once, your handsomeness. Come, Alice. Come with me to our doctor.
Next patient, please, nurse.
Doctor, this Instagram.
Write that down, nurse. Suffers from nerves. Take your clothes off, nurse.
Why should she take her clothes off? It's me you're seeing.
If you can't see why she should take her clothes off, you do need to see a doctor. A rolling stone gathers no moss.
I beg your pardon?
Write that down too, nurse. Deaf. A rolling stone gathers no moss.
Oh, yes.
A stitch in time saves nine.
Yes, of course.
It's an ill wind that doesn't blow someone some good.
It is indeed.
Well, go on.
Go on, what?
Well, what's your reaction to these things? What do they mean?
What do they mean?
Yes, what do they mean?
Just like that? You want me to tell you what they mean?
Yes, what do they mean?
Don't you know what they mean?
Yes, of course I know what they mean.
Well, if you already know what they mean, why do you want me to tell you?
Look, let's start again.
All right.
A rolling stone gathers no moss.
Is that so? Why not?
You're not supposed to ask me why not.
But why not? You said you knew what it meant.
Write that down too, nurse. Patient uncooperative. Now look, Mr. Brown, I'm here to help you. Now, apart from suffering from nerves, poor vision and deafness, what's wrong with you?
I'm feeling depressed, Doctor.
Depressed? Depressed? What have you got to feel depressed about?
Well, last month, the firm that I've worked for the last 25 years was taken over by a giant multinational company. And I was made redundant and lost my job. Then my wife ran off with the man next door and took all our savings with her. Then there was a fire and our house got burned down. I lost everything in that fire. Then I found out that the wife hadn't paid the insurance on the house. I'd given her the money to do it, but she lost it on the horses. Then they put off my dole payments because I didn't attend a job interview they had arranged for me. I had intended to do so, but in all the fuss about the fire, it completely slipped my mind.
Well, go on.
That's it.
That's it?
Yes, Doctor, that's it.
That's all?
Yes, Doctor, that's all.
And you got depressed just because of that?
Yes, Doctor, I did.
Nothing else?
Not that I know of, Doctor.
No midlife crisis?
I don't think so, Doctor.
No confusion of identity?
Not that I'm aware of, Doctor.
You don't hate your father?
No, Doctor. My father's a wonderful man.
You don't feel that your mother rejects you?
On the contrary, Doctor. My mother has always loved me.
Well, look, Mr. Brown, I'm a very busy man. If you can't come up with something better than that, some reasonable cause for depression, I'm afraid I can't be of much help. The sort of things you've come up with are the kind of things that happen to people every day of the week. But they don't get depressed, do they? They don't come running to a doctor just because things go a little wrong. You ought to try being a doctor. Then you'd get depressed. You don't know what it's like these days. All the forms you have to fill in. Paperwork, paperwork, paperwork. You can't stop for a minute. A rolling stone gathers no moss. Don't interrupt. If you put it off till the end of the month, you get a letter from the government. You have to do it all in triplicate.
A stitch in time saves 9.
Shut up! And then to spend all your time looking down germ-ridden throats and poking about smelly bums and hearing all about other people's troubles. But do they care about my troubles? No, not a bit. All they want to do is tell me about theirs. On and on and on they go. Never a thought to say, how about you, Doctor? How are you feeling today? Everything okay?
Oh, well, it's an ill wind that doesn't blow someone some good.
I beg your pardon.
I said it's an ill wind that doesn't blow someone some good.
And what exactly do you mean by that?
It means that I'm feeling better. Thanks, Doc. And don't forget, every cloud has a silver lining.
Oh well, take your clothes off, nurse.
This, Alice, is the home of our beloved leader.
It doesn't look very impressive, does it? Where I come from, the leaders all live in palaces.
Don't be so rude. Here in Larundel land, the leader chooses to live in a home that's the same as that in which his people live. We have a wise saying, when in Larundel land, do as the Larundelonians do.
I beg your pardon?
When in Larundel land, do as the Larundelonians do.
I don't see what that's got to do with it.
It's a very wise saying, and there's another one that could well apply to you.
What is it then?
People who live in glass houses should be seen and not heard.
That's not it.
Yes.
It is not. It's people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
That's not it at all. I should know. I live here. You're just a visitor, and a most precocious visitor too, if I may say so. Any fool could see that if you live in a glass house, people will be able to see you, even if they can't hear you. Now, I don't wish to discuss it anymore.
But...
Enough. Oh, here comes our beloved leader now. Quick, let's come over closer and we'll be able to see him.
Hello, Mother. I just dropped in for afternoon tea.
Hello, dear. Do come and meet my friend, Mrs. Forbes Hamilton. She's just dropped in for a chat. I haven't seen her for ages.
Hello, Mrs. Forbes Hamilton.
Oh, you're right, Elsie. He is growing. You're a sturdy little chap, aren't you? He's steady on his feet too, Elsie.
Yes, that's because he eats all his veggies. Don't you, dear?
Good chickoo-chickoo. Good auntie Mavis with a big smile. There's a good boy.
Can I have a cup of tea, please, Mother? I can't stay long. I've called a special cabinet meeting to discuss the financial crisis, so I must hurry.
Is he potty trained, Elsie?
Oh, yes. There was no trouble with that. Took to it like a duck to water. Mind you, I still worry about his bowels. Have you been to that?
Yes, Mother. Look, I don't think I can stay. I'm really worried about this cabinet meeting.
That's all right, dear. You don't keep your little friends waiting. You can go out and play.
Thank you, Mother. It's been very nice meeting you, Mrs. Forbes Hamilton. I'm sorry that affairs of state call me away.
That's all right, dear. Here, for being such a polite little chap, take this and buy yourself some lollies. Is he allowed to go to the shops, Elsie?
Oh, yes. He knows not to go on the road, don't you, dear?
Yes, Mother. Thank you, Mrs. Forbes Hamilton.
Auntie Mavis.
Yes, Auntie Mavis. Good afternoon.
Don't be late home, dear. Be home by 5, and Mummy will give you a nice hot bath.
Oh, very well.